Simply amazing. I may never leave the couch again. I know where I'm going to hibernate this winter. Disney Plus. It is awesome. I'm going to talk to you about all the highs, if there happen to even be any lows whatsoever. Let's dive into the review. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, Steven Pfeiffer, aka Stevie Stud Pup, and this is Stud Pup Media, the channel where I rate and review all kinds of movies and pop culture topics. Disney Plus. It is awesome. With hours and hours and hours and hours of content already on there and plenty of more to come in the future, this app has it all. Let's start with the classics we love. Straight out of the vault, we've got classics such as Pinocchio, The Jungle Book, and tons more on there. With titles like these that everybody loves, how could you say no to that? And then we have some of the modern classics, the animated titles, The Lion King and Aladdin, which just had recent live action adaptations done. So these are definitely going to be pretty popular on there because of that. So with more big classics like this is something else to consider if you want to get this app. And then probably my favorite section that I discovered on there was the Throwback area, which had classic TV titles like Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire, and even some of the original Disney Channel movies like Smart House. But I can't wait for some of my favorites like Brink and Genius, because back then it was all about kid power. And of course they're going to have everybody's favorite production studio, Pixar. With the first 3 Toy Stories already being on there and others such as Up and just tons more, just this particular section might be enough to consider the app. And then we got the super section, the Marvel area, where you got all the different heroes. We have the Avengers, their sequels, we've got Iron Man, we've got Spider-Man. We've even got tons of cartoons from back in the day like X-Men and Spider-Man on there. So definitely consider that if you're big into the superheroes. And of course, they have to have their own original content on Disney Plus. Right now, they have a live adaptation of Lady and the Tramp, which is definitely a love story that I think everybody can appreciate. And they've even got some new Star Wars content that's original and exclusive just to this app. So if you're big into Star Wars, you may want to consider this app so you don't miss some of that exclusive content. And then something I forgot, that Disney even owned National Geographic, so they've got all the awesome stuff about different animals, lots of educational stuff, and even some original documentaries and shows they've got on there now too. I knew I threw a lot at you, and there's so much more I didn't even cover, but you get all this for $6.99 a month. Yeah, that's right, $7. You can't even get a good meal that cheap these days, so to have something like this all month that anybody and everybody can appreciate, how can you say no to that? One thing I was really excited about is there was no ads. For that low of a deal on price, I was expecting there to be some ads maybe throughout, but there was nothing. It was just you picked the content you wanted, and right away it was going straight to it. So you got to see that beautiful Disney title pop up there on your screen as soon as you hit that play button. And with apps these days, you've got to be very careful with having everything perfect, because if it's sluggish and lags or just doesn't work at all, users are not going to be happy, especially if they're paying for it. But the one thing I was really happy to see is the user face was very beautiful first and foremost, but also very user friendly. It was very easy to navigate things. They were divided into subcategories. You could search for something specific, so it had all the different features that you were looking for and very beautiful artwork to help separate everything as well. And I even made sure to test it out on the TV as well as the mobile version, and both are awesome. They look a little bit different, of course, because the phone is a smaller screen size, but either way, it's so easy to navigate and very beautiful either way. I told you I'd try to find some lows in there, and if there's going to be 1, maybe 2, and that was on launch day, just because of how popular this app was expected to be, and it was. There was so much lag time, and it was really hard to even get anything to play back at first when everybody was doing it, but that's because there was so much traffic at once. There was a ton of people downloading and installing this particular app, and so everybody was obviously very excited about this. We all did it at once, so I think it just kind of congested the system a little bit, but it fixed itself pretty quickly, I noticed. I was on my phone and tested it out, and there was no problems with playback. The only thing I noticed on the mobile version initially on launch day Some of the sections, like the Marvel, wasn't quite ready yet. I don't think they had quite placed all the content, or maybe just hadn't quite loaded us yet onto that particular format. But regardless, it was resolved almost instantly, and I didn't see any major complaints from anybody as far as all the different social media platforms. And I saw nothing but positive reviews, happiness and excitement from all the different consumers that had invested in this particular app. And there was such a build-up for such a long time that I think that's why there were so many people jumping on the bandwagon. And for that low of a deal, I mean, it's basically half the price of Netflix, but with all these different classic titles that we all know and love, and with so much more to come, how can you say no to this? So that's why I'm strongly going to recommend it. I was very eager to get it on day one and not disappointed. There's so many more things on there to watch. And I've got 2 young ones, and they were really excited to see what I grew up on way back in the day. I think we watched the couple original Toy Stories, Halloween Town, and so there's so many more that I'm ready to discover with them that I haven't quite seen. They've already got some of the new live adaptions like Dumbo on there, and I've definitely seen that they're going to be having Toy Story 4. They've got all kinds of brand new titles on there as well. So if you're just looking for new stuff, this is definitely something for you. So with an app that's super easy to navigate and use, and for a very low price, but with content that is awesome and something for everybody, definitely make sure to download today and sign up, because it's definitely worth it. Comment down below what you guys think of the Disney Plus app, if you had any problems, if you're absolutely enjoying it, and what are some of the titles that you've had a chance to catch already. But I do want to thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Till next time guys, Stud Pup signing off.